Behind the bag, it gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Jeter ends his final game with a walk-off single.
Here's the drive to left. That one is long gone.
Welcome to the Long Gone Podcast. It's me, Michael, and with me as always, we're rounding out some Christmas in July. Yes.
What up?
Merry Christmas, S-Man.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Charlie.
Merry Christmas,
Sleep good. Sleep good.
Steve Bart.
How's it going, man?
What's up, man?
We'll round out the month of Christmas in July here. A few more Christmas tunes. Who knows? Maybe we'll hit August and I'll say, fuck it, we'll do more Christmas tunes. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, it's crazy. It feels weird that summer is like over halfway done.
Yeah.
I mean,
Back
people
to
are. I
school
mean, you're already
here in a
seeing
little bit.
back to school deals, right, in
Mhm.
stores. You're seeing fall stuff out in stores, which is
Yep.
fucking weird.
Costco has their Halloween stuff out.
Dude, I know, man.
Makes me cry.
I know.
Pretty soon it's going
I
to be
don't love
football
it.
season.
Yeah, football.
Pumpkin
You
spice
see,
latte is going to start coming out.
well, that I'm on board for. You also, yeah, I mean, well, the back to school stuff. You got a daughter going to school in less than a month,
Yeah.
and
Sadly.
it's yeah, dude. I mean, it's happening. I mean, it's been kind of a weird summer. It's been really hot,
Mhm.
right? And
Yeah.
then we just got some rain finally, which happened. Then we had
fucking
that
time.
smoke
Yep.
from Canada.
Yeah.
Just a weird summer. Weird
It
summer.
has been. It's been yeah. I think weird is the best word for it. It's been a weird summer.
Yeah, but with that, it's been kind of a
Yeah.
weird baseball season. We
It
thought
has.
we thought the Mets would be good. We thought Scuba would have long been traded by now, or at least signed if the
Fucking
Tigers were
time.
going to shit or get off the pot. We
Mhm.
thought
But no.
we thought Vlad in his new contract would lead Toronto to bigger and better things.
Thought Aaron
Just a
Judge was going to be
weird-
healthy.
Aaron Judge, yeah, dude, good call. Just a weird fucking season, man.
Yeah.
So I guess let's start. I mean, where do we start? I thought,
Mhm.
and another weird thing, I thought there'd be more trades prior to the trade deadline. Like we only had
Yeah.
really one bigger one, which was Connolly Early, a very
Sure.
parallel trade. Curtis Mead, Connolly Early swap, right? Boston
Yep.
got rid of Connolly Early, which was that was weird because he was one of their top prospects. Came in, pitched, kind of had an up and down year, but mostly highs than lows, and that was kind of it. And then now it's just
Yep.
rumors until the trade deadline.
Yeah. It's start showing the you should have heard the rumors here. Start flying the banners. You got a lot of stuff going around now. It's latest stuff from Jeff Passan is that the Tigers want to trade Scooble, but can they? The hell does that even mean? And it's like it's and then was it Ken Rosenthal and is saying that now teams are reaching out to the Tigers to see, all right, so you guys gonna do anything here? What's going on? It's crazy. And then you hear AJ Hinch say that Ter Scooble will be making a start on Wednesday here. It's like, if he's going to be traded, the last thing you want to do is pony him out to the mound right now. So
Well-
it's like, what the hell is actually going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you and I had our kind of a Tarek Scooble trade show last week, and we kind of were
Leading
both
into this
under-
week again.
but we both thought, right? We both thought, no matter whether the Tigers said that they were going to trade him or not, which we kind of thought was a smokescreen anyways, we knew
Mhm.
he's inevitably going to be traded.
Yes.
We know that was probably a possibility. We know by this time next week he's probably going to be gone.
Mhm.
The whole reports that can they trade him? It's like, yeah, because what's the other side of that? The other
Mhm.
side is you just sit on him and you just ride it out and get nothing for him in the offseason unless you
it's the
feel like
Ohtani
you can
way.
sign him. Yeah, and you
Yeah.
guys won't sign him. We know that. You would
Yep.
have already. So yeah,
Yep.
the Ohtani way. So I think it's a very weird, like I said, it's just weird. It's just a weird And nobody's I think the reason why nobody's making a lot of trades leading up to trade deadline is because they're waiting to see where the Tarek School pieces drop, because this,
Yep.
like we said in last week's show, is kind of a league altering move, because a lot of times what's going to happen, or what is going to happen with this, is might be a rental. I mean, we could see a sign and trade, which probably won't happen, but
Right.
we don't know. So any team that's willing to get him on, right, they got to feel like they have a shot at signing him in the offseason as well. But is there going to be a baseball season next year with the new CBA, all those discussions coming up? So this is a big move, and whoever gets him, say the Dodgers get him, say the Yankees get him. I mean, that could change people's strategies on how they're going to approach this trade deadline, right? I mean, maybe the Rays say he winds up a Yankee. Well, then maybe the Rays are going to be like, "Fuck it, we got to go all in and get some pieces to so we can win the East." Say the Dodgers get him. Well, does that mean there's teams in the West, or does that mean the Atlanta Braves stock up to ensure that they can win the National League?
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, there's just so many undetermined factors here, but I think you and I, right, we both feel that he should be traded, and probably
He needs
will
to
be traded.
Yep. Yep. And if he doesn't get traded, if they stand pat and think this is a team that can win the World Series, then everyone needs to be fucking fired on the staff, the front
Yeah.
office staff, because it's completely asinine to think that not only all right, we're going to stand pat and not trade him. Not only that, then you're not going to buy in then and get better. If
Right.
you're not going to trade him, then all right, then make some moves here to better your team. All right? Or else, if you just stand pat with what you fucking have and don't trade him, then it's stupid. It's fireable. That's a fireable offense at this point. It's so fucking dumb.
Well, you have one of the best pieces in baseball. I mean, he's a 2-time back-to-back Cy Young winning pitcher. At this point, his value was higher in the offseason, of course.
Yeah, should have traded him at winter meetings, but I digress.
I totally agree. But his value right now is as high as it's going to get from here on out. It's just going to get lower, right? And you got to trade him. You got to get something. And you're right. I mean, if they don't, then that's just like, it's malpractice on a GM to just let your best asset just walk for nothing. And then you can't think that this is a World Series team. Yeah, you have the locker room talk. And like you said, AJ Hinch, you're like, I don't understand why he's going to start him tomorrow. Because AJ Hinch isn't thinking about the business side of it. He's thinking, I'm managing a team. I'm going to put the best player out there. Obviously, that's Derek Skubal. So I don't blame him. I do blame Scott Harris, though. Obviously, you have to blame Scott Harris, because I love that his asking price is very high. And right now it's a standoff. He doesn't want to just give him away for nothing. But I totally understand that too. I would love to see what he wants and what teams are like scoffing at. Because at this point, Harris, you did set yourself up for this. Like, you are forcing teams to try to give you something good, but just for a rental price. They're not going to give you what you could have got him in the winter meetings, which you just explained.
Yep.
It's just a weird set of circumstances. I'm looking at the trade deadline all the way around, though, Steve. I don't love seeing C.J. Abrams' name pop up.
No.
I don't know who started that. I don't know if that's a rumor, but this is a guy you build around. I don't understand. Are the Nationals just trying to see what his value is?
Maybe. I mean, that definitely with his age and his skill set and finally coming into his own, that's definitely someone that you make part of your core going forward. I don't think that's someone that you trade away. I'd see, names like a Mason Miller, that makes sense for the Padres to, look at trying to trade him off, because he's team friendly through 2029, and the Padres, we don't know what they're doing. And we talked about Luis Ariz last week, because he'd be a rental piece. But yeah, C.J. Abrams doesn't make any sense to why the Nationals would want to trade off a valuable member of what should be their core going forward with James Wood and players like that. So I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't fucking get it. I think this is a guy that you build around. You have a really good core already. I thought the Nationals have done very well in getting pieces, developing pieces, and now you have a core. The last thing you want to do is get rid of C.J. Abrams, who was, I think, the top vote getter in the National League for the All-Star game. And I mean, the guy is he's phenomenal. You got a Trey Turner back, right? And you lost Trey Turner. You traded him. Now you get a guy back like him. So
Gotta
I
be a
don't
smoke
understand.
screen.
It has to be a
Yeah.
smoke screen for something bigger.
Yep.
You know, because you understand like the Mason Miller rumors.
Yep.
You get those kind of things. You know that he's probably going to be traded, and
Yep.
there's other names that are out there. But yeah, C.J. Abrams is such a head scratcher to me.
Mhm.
Even Kevin Gosman, like okay, maybe you'll dangle him out there. That's not really confusing to me. It's funny that he has a no trade list, and like there's. Did you see his no trade list? It's so stupid. It's like, dude, you're Kevin Gosman. Like, who the fuck? What are you talking about?
Yeah, bro. You're not like one of the the highlight pitchers in Major League Baseball anymore. You're Kevin Gosman, and you're on the last place team in the AL East here. You're not really going anywhere. I would say, if you have a chance to, and you're 35 years old, all right. And not only that, you're 4-10 out of the season.
Yeah.
All right. There's no trade list. Fuck you.
Yeah, get that fucking shit out of there. His 8-team no trade list has Cincinnati Reds, Milwaukee Brewers, which is weird. Why wouldn't you want to go to the Brewers? They're
the best team in baseball. Sure, yeah.
The Tigers, the Mets, I guess I understand. The Athletics, the Chicago White Sox, the Pirates, and the Mariners. Most of those teams are pretty good. I mean, the Athletics and the Mets, Mets, maybe the Tigers I could see potentially, but all those teams are, in my opinion, better than the Blue Jays. So, except maybe the Mets, but it makes no sense why he would even have a list like that. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up, get out of here. Yeah. And you just said what his age is, like 35. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, 35 years old. You're 4-10 on the season. This isn't 2023 anymore when you finished third in the Cy Young voting. You've been pretty much, an average pitcher to slightly above average at best the last couple of years. Eat a bag of dicks, all right? And take the best opportunity you can, all right?
Yeah, he must have let the going to the World Series last year go to his head or something because that is fucking the stupidest thing. So another piece I would trade, if I were the Mets, I would seriously consider trading Francisco Lindor.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's movable with that contract because it's kind of like, to me, it's very much like the Tigers are with Javier Baez. It's kind of an unmovable contract, but
true.
But especially given the performance. So, but that would be a piece I would look if I were the Mets, kind of like the NBA does when you do those sign and drops. It's like, all right, we'll take on your shit just for salary dumps. I mean, if I were the Mets, I would kind of look into that. I'd say, like, listen, we'll find somebody peanuts on the dollar to give this guy. We'll, you know what I mean? Like, we'll trade him to such and such for, a couple like top 15 prospects and then peddle it,
Yep, for sure. Yeah, do something like that. Or even, say we'll pay X number percentage of the salary, left if you can just give us, such and such prospects. If you can give us, anything just a little bit better just to get this guy out of town. Just
why not?
Do something. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, I think the C.J. Abrams thing is the one that's the most head scratching. But other than that, I mean, everything kind of makes sense. Other than the Tarek Skubal shit, we'll kind of see where he lands. I mean, stay tuned on that. But kind of going off with another trade target is Shea Langeliers. Wow. That's a bummer.
Yeah, that's a bummer for him. It's a bummer for people that wanted to trade for him, and most importantly, me sounding selfish, it's a bummer for my fantasy team. All right, tore his meniscus in that season-ending surgery. That was my starting catcher right there,
dude. What the fuck?
Now I have Ben Ryson doing catching duties here, which is not a bad move, but still, it's like fucking I have the
he qualifies as a catcher.
Yeah.
Wow. When did he play catcher this year? I don't even know.
No idea, bro. I'll take it.
Dude, you're lucky on that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, I was able to, plug Ben Rice in here, there, and other spots. But now that Langeliers is gone, I have to plug Ben Rice in as my majority catcher role. But yeah, it's that's a pretty big blow for fantasy people as well as teams that were looking for a good hitting catcher here at the trade deadline. I think it definitely moves Hunter Goodman up the list, and Ryan Jeffers, I'd say, a little bit higher.
If Hunter Goodman wasn't such a bad defensive catcher, I think his value would be even more. I think he is a stud at the plate, but his defensive prowess is great. Yeah, I don't think he's the worst. I mean, I always thought, oh, this guy's going to be a Brian McCann type, but it's like, man, Brian McCann was a way better defensive catcher. Because I don't think Hunter Goodman, I mean, when he was coming up, it was mostly like a hittable kind of guy. It was like, dude, this guy can hit, which is really interesting. But I always felt like, man, if Jake Rogers could have figured it out, he could have had like a Hunter Goodman-esque kind of thing where it was like on the opposite, because he's actually a really good defensive catcher.
But
And he has a lot of pop in his bat, but he's just not a consistent hitter. He just doesn't. The contact of the ball is just really bad. So, but you're right. Hunter Goodman moves up the list suddenly. But here's the thing. I think that's in the tea leaves. I think that's the baseball god saying, dude, why are you getting rid of arguably your best player? Shea Langeliers was a great catcher, is a great catcher for the A's. At one time they had Sean Murphy, right? And they traded him away to the Braves when the deal to get Shea Langeliers. They sold that stock at the right time. You had Tyler Soderstrom, who was a catcher, but then you moved him basically to the cold corner at first and DHing as well. That's perfect. You bring in Langeliers. Langeliers becomes a leader. Langeliers is a fucking hot hitting catcher. I don't understand. To me, it was like a gift from God for Shea Langelier fans to be like, hey, at least gets to stay on the club a little bit. But I mean, it's just like they just don't want to pay him kind of thing. Like, why would you want to trade a guy like that? I never
Sounds
understood
like the
that.
Athletics way, right? Don't want to pay him. I mean, that's how they've been operating for decades, But,
yeah, it's just a bummer, bro. Like, I just feel like he's more valuable than that, especially like I consider him and Dale and Dingler the two best catchers in the American League. And
I agree.
That'd be like for me, that'd be like the Tigers trading Dingler. It wouldn't make any sense. It's like, dude, this guy is such a blossoming, like, good young catcher. Like, what the fuck? He's not 30 years old yet. He's in his 20s, like late 20s. Why not? So it's an interesting development. To me, I know that Langeliers is suddenly off the market. But I think that's a godsend for A's fans. I mean, obviously these talks are going to come back next year as well, but I just don't understand why you're going to trade a guy like that. I just don't like it. I don't love it.
Doesn't make sense. But it's the ways of operating while still in no salary cap. So, your cheaper teams are going to do it this way, and they're not going to, pay their stars. They're going to peddle them when they have a chance. When it comes time to pay them, they're going to peddle them to see what they can, what kind of young prospects they can get and develop, and then rinse and repeat and do it again. It's how the Pirates do it. It's how the Athletics do it. It's how, the Rockies do it to an extent. It's draft, develop, time to pay. Nope, time to trade. That's how it is. It sucks.
And you said rinse and repeat, and that's exactly why we're going into the CBA, because owners really want to either implement the salary cap or get a hold of this, right? I mean, you're kind of seeing it in other. I mean, let's take another sport, for example, that can't compete with cost. The Green Bay Packers. It came out earlier this week at the owners or their shareholders meeting. I mean, because the Green Bay Packers are the last fan-owned franchise in all of sports. That's what makes them so appealing. But the problem is, now that the salary cap is way up there, players are getting paid ridiculous amounts of money, they can no longer afford. I mean, they came out under. I mean, they lost money last year. So now they got to find a way to either find a way to make more money. And people are saying, oh, I'll have concerts there. It's like, yeah, but that's an outdoor stadium. So that's
so
like a very short window.
And it's Wisconsin. So it's like winter lasts a very long time over there.
Right. So that income isn't going to, ain't going to carry the stadium. So might be looking at bringing in more investors. Well, the problem is maybe those investors want to move to Milwaukee. Maybe the investor, and that's where the NFL is like, no, you got to keep in Green Bay. But if the money's just not there, then you got to really think about that. So let's translate that into baseball terms. You're seeing a lot of groups take over franchises. You see Magic Johnson in that group. It's not just him. It's a group of people that take over the Dodgers. Obviously, the Dodgers are amazing. That's because they have the money. That's where Major League Baseball is going to go. Now let's talk about CBA. Okay, now you're trying to get a new CBA. Well, I think a lot of these owners who don't want to sell, they're going to have to bring in other investors to give them more money at this point, because they're going to have to because you've already opened Pandora's box. You already have you're already paying players ridiculous amounts of money. You think the players who are making $500-400 million are going to say, no, we're going to make less than that now? That's never going to
give us less money. Yeah, no,
They're never gonna go back to that. So you
Nope.
got to you're gonna have to find a way to edge out the owners, or kind of do what the Orioles did, where it's like, okay, we'll start selling off pieces of this franchise, and
Mhm.
then there we go, and that's when the group come in, like Cal Ripken and those guys.
Yep.
So the new CBA, this whole trade deadline and this whole season is just, it's weird. It's going to be weird, dude, coming into the
Yep.
off season. I mean,
Yep.
our show is even going to be a little different because we're going to be doing constant CBA shit,
Yeah.
or talking about
CBA
shit.
Watch 2027.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, on our show, think about it, Steve. We're probably going to have more guests on. We're probably going to have because there's going to be kind of a void with baseball, because it's going to be in that limbo, like that purgatory of like, are they going to play this year or not?
Yeah, no, similar to when we had the small strike for a bit post COVID, when they were trying to figure things out, where
I
there
remember
wasn't
that,
playing for a bit, and we just had to do a bunch of top fives or whatever. I think we went through like the histories and stuff and did like
We were
top
just a big
five,
history baseball
Yeah.
podcast,
Yep,
which we
yep.
love, but
Yep.
it was like,
It's old after a while.
well, it gets old talking about because our show, we talk about a lot of different baseball stuff, clearly,
Yep.
but
Yep.
not just one aspect of the game, but one aspect of the game we do talk about are headlines. We're talking about
Yep.
current events in baseball. That's what keeps the show fresh. If you don't have that, then
I
you're
mean,
constantly
headlines,
relying on
yeah.
the past.
Yep,
You know what I mean?
yep.
So there's only so many times it could jerk off Willie Mays. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's,
Then you sound like a Michigan fan, right? Where you just have to rely on the past.
Yeah. It's like,
Anyway.
oh, shock, Mike's glazing Willie Mays again. Let's do this.
Turn the record. All right.
Yeah. Change it. So, okay.
Oh,
Speaking of history, we'll round out
Yeah.
our headlines with this awesome update.
Yeah.
Lou Gehrig is getting a movie.
I saw that. Yeah. So
Pretty
that's pretty
fucking
exciting.
cool.
Yeah.
Richard,
I mean, it's
Richard
still,
Linklater is going to
and I
direct
saw
it.
Lauren Michaels is going to help in producing it. It looks like. And,
Love it. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, this is pretty cool. I mean, you think of, there's been other Lou Gehrig movie made. Was that Pride of the Yankees? That was back in
The
40s
best,
or so.
the best Yankee movie of all time.
Yep, where Babe Ruth
Yep.
is actually in it, and but yeah, it's a new generation of people get to learn about Lou Gehrig, and I think that's fantastic.
I think so too, man. I mean,
this should be fun.
I mean, you think of the movies that should never be remade, right? Let's talk. In our era, like it would kill us to see a Back to the Future remade. It would kill us to see some, like, I don't know, Forrest Gump, or just a lot of those great movies being remade. But the Pride of the Yankees is so old.
Yes,
that it's like it's so
It's
past
okay.
it's past our generation, so past our generation, even past our parents' generation, that you're kind of like, yeah, why not? Why not get something in there? Now they're not redoing Pride of the Yankees.
Nope.
They're basically just doing a biopic on Lou Gehrig, who Gehrig, I mean, was a mama's boy, was like kind of this basically this muscular, young, very college educated guy who came in and contested Babe Ruth to be like the Robin. And then when Babe Ruth was falling out with injuries and then when he retired, Lou Gehrig was the fucking man. So they get a young star in Glen Powell going to play him, which I love that. I kind of was like, is Glen Powell kind of small? No, because Lou Gehrig, I guess, was only 6 foot, and so is Glen Powell. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. And Glen Powell has done a baseball movie with Richard Linklater, the Everybody Wants Some, which is like about college baseball, and that's when I first met Glen Powell. So I thought, I mean, and Richard Linklater's a baseball nut, so why not, dude? Why not? It's time, like you said, man. Introduce Lou Gehrig to a new generation. I love it.
Yep. Yeah, and with CG and just how great technology is, they can really make this look very, very lifelike. Yeah, that's one of the things I like with how 42 was done, with how it got with the times. It felt very with the time period, and I feel like they're going to get that right here in this. And yeah, just introduce a whole new set of people to Lou Gehrig and just how great that he was, and all that he stood for. So yeah, I'm all for it. Bring it on.
Oh yeah, brother. Bring it on. Bring it
on. Hell.
Well, this week, Steve and I are going to be doing the impossible.
Yeah, we sure are.
We decided have a little fun as we wait out this trade deadline. Because we thought we'd be talking about more trades.
Yeah, I thought we'd be
were all
going
geared for it.
breaking down trades and stuff, but I don't know. Like Mike said, the Connor Early trade's really the only thing we've had.
That's
So
it.
we ain't got shit. So
Yeah, a real floppy dick of a trade deadline so far. So, kind of digging in, this is something I've kind of always wanted to do. I've always wanted to do an expansion draft. Like Steve and I talked very early on in the early days of the show. We thought, or where would be a cool like city or country or something to play baseball? You know, if Major League Baseball were to add on, what would that look like? So Steve and I, we decided, hey, let's do an expansion draft. We each pick 2 teams. We'll pick the cities. We'll pick our managers, and then we'll do a snake draft. We'll go from there. I'll give it to you first.
Okay.
Since I'm the fucking gentleman.
Yeah, it's very nice of you. Yes.
Well, since you lost Shea Langeliers,
I appreciate it.
I lost Juan Soto in my newest trade, but I'm not losing him for the season. You lost Shea Langeliers for the season.
He's done. Yeah, and you're nipping on my heels here, you and Joe, for first place. I think first place separated by like 3 games right now. So.
Brother, Joe needs to fucking lose. We'll talk about that in a bit, but
never does, man. He just always he's like a rash that you just can't put away. Man. He does.
So Steve and I will do a snake draft. What we're gonna do, I mean, it's pretty simple. So think of this, guys. When I brought it up to Steve, I said, we got to basically draft a bunch of Brendan Marshes. I mean, the guys who aren't the star of the team, they're not even in the top 2 of the team. You can't pick the Batman and Robin, and we can't get like an Aaron Judge. We can't get, even a Jazz Chisholm, who's like a number 2 on the team. We can't, or Ben Rice, who's a blossoming young star, or a top prospect. We can't get any of those guys. We got to get guys who are great pieces to teams, but aren't the you know what I mean? The guys. So, that's kind of how a lot of expansion drafts go. They take guys who are kind of like who teams kind of have to put up for bid or put up for draft. And they're never the stars of the team. They are. Think of, like I said, the Brandon Marshes of the team, So, they're not, these guys are just great players. Maybe they need a fresh start, right, Steve? Maybe they need a fresh start to become a star. We've seen that in other franchises and teams. So, Steve, go ahead and give me your team name and your manager, and then I'll give you mine, and then we'll go right into the draft. And we'll go from there.
My team name, I'm going to expand. We're going to go to Portland. And we're going to have, I thought Moose would be a good mascot for Portland. It's the, Pacific Northwest there. So it's the Portland Moose. That'll be fun. You could have you got Moose Knuckles there. You
got Moose Knuckles. You knew I was going to say. You got Moose Knuckles. I was surprised you didn't do Portland Moose Knuckles or Portland Hipsters.
Oh, dude, yeah. The Portland BO.
Oh, yeah. The Portland Stank.
Oh, gosh. Which I shouldn't be talking bad, but I have an uncle that lives in Portland. But I digress.
Hey, I got friends that live in Portland.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the Portland Moose. Potentially I'm open to a team, change. It could be the Portland Moose Knuckles, but manager, I'm going to go with an up and coming manager here. I'm going to go with Don Kelly. He's really turning around the Pittsburgh Pirates here. Putting them into playoff contention. First full year as manager. So I'm plucking him, and I'm going to have him be my manager here. So Portland Moose, Don Kelly is my manager.
Love it.
My first pick, man.
Right.
I'm gonna go second base.
Go with
second base. I'm gonna go with the guy who's been on my fantasy team before. He's really good defensively. Can steal you some base. I'm gonna go with Nico Horner. He's not gonna give you that power, but he's shown flashes of being a really good player. Last season Gold Glove winner, WAR over 6. Isn't going to give you the double-digit home runs, but he's going to get on base. He's going to drive and runs. He's going to steal you bases. That's kind of that foundation I want on my team. So give me Nico Horner at second base. That's going to be my first pick.
That's great. So the Portland Moose, they finally opened it up. We got baseball in the Northwest with the Mariners. We're bringing it home to hipsterland.
Yeah, Starbucks
Welcome, Nico
for everyone.
Horner. Starbucks for everyone. That's definitely going to be a sponsor up there, I'm sure.
Yep.
As long, same thing with American Outfitters. That's going to be a sponsor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's right. You're going to have definitely hipster music.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Big time.
Definitely gonna definitely gonna be some some
the Lumineers. I don't know who else.
Some hacky sack. I don't know. It's gonna be good times.
Yeah. So that's good. That's good, man. Just to let you know, guys, we're drafting a catcher. We're doing all the positions with a DH. So we're not going to have any we're not going to draft like a fucking 40-man roster here because we don't have.
That'd be here a while.
We're doing a 4-man rotation, so 4 starting pitchers and then 1 relief pitcher, which could be a relief or just a closer. Most likely a closer, like we kind of do in fantasy baseball. So Steve, he's off the board, man. Nico Hoerner's off the board. I'm gonna go over to Nashville.
Okay.
Remember last year, people thought Nashville was gonna be the new home of the Chicago White Sox.
It's true.
We thought Nashville was gonna steal them. We thought Reinsdorf said, "Fuck you, Chicago." Here comes Nashville. So, but I think Nashville should get their own team. I'm gonna do the Nashville Honky Tonks.
Love it.
Just makes sense, right? Country music, home of country music. I'm gonna do Joe Madden as my manager. But it comes with a caveat. He has to have the mohawk again.
Okay. I like it.
My first pick in this draft, there's a lot, man. I mean, there's so many good guys. You could go Jake Berger. You could go Stephen Kwan. But I'm going to go I'm going to have a guy that you need a captain of this team. A guy that I've always fucking loved. You need the captain of a team that's gonna take this team and bring them to new heights.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not a splashy pick. I still think this guy has a lot left in the tank.
Okay.
Welcome home, Nolan Arenado. The first pick of the first pick of the Nashville Honky Tonks. Third baseman. He's staying at third because he's still a Gold Glove third baseman. And he's one of my favorite players. Nolan Arenado, welcome to the Nashville Honky Tonks.
That's a good pick, man. I like it.
Thanks, man.
It's just, it gives me those when the Devil Rays were coming up, those Wade Boggs-esque right there picks, or Fred McGriff. Remember when they take the players at their twilight right there and had them put butts in the seats. And Nolan Arenado, I think he can put those butts in the seats there. So that's
definitely gets my dick hard.
Oh, for sure. I'm just slapping me in the face. Look out.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna go with my next pick. I'm gonna go shortstop.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with a guy who
solidifying that infield.
I think he's on the cusp of hopefully on the cusp of doing something good. You can see the way I'm drafting. I'm drafting a very defensive team here, which means that the fundamentals are going to be there, but we might lose a lot of games off the bat. Give me Mason Wynn. I like Mason Wynn here. Again, he's not going to give you the flashy offense. Yeah, he hit 15 home runs in 2024. Only hitting 4 home runs this year, but solid average, but really good defensively, and again, can steal you some bases. So I'm going with speed and defense. So Mason Wynn at shortstop for me.
I'd like to say he's the leader of a team, of a young clubhouse, because he's seen it, right? He's maybe not the star of the team, but he's a guy that's going to come in there, kind of like an Ozzie Smith kind of guy, right? I can see it. I love it. You're going youth, man. You're going youth. So I'm going to go. I'm going to stick with age. I'm going to stick with older people again. I just want to solidify. I'm kind of doing the Tampa Bay Devil Rays approach. They got Wade Boggs in there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I think that's to start my team out. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go DH, Steve.
Okay.
I'm going DH, and I'm grabbing a guy that has always been there for me in fantasy baseball. A guy that is just like, he's my Yogi Berra.
Yeah.
I'm going with Max Muncy of the Dodgers.
Max Muncy, okay. That's a solid pick.
The guy is just such an underdog, a guy that you just don't think of much. But he's always just a big provider. He's just a big-time hitter, not a lot of liability defensively as well.
Yep.
Max Muncy, welcome to the Honky Tonks.
I love it. You know what? I'm gonna go catcher next. And we talked about the guy earlier in the show. I finally need to get some offense here on my team. guy ain't shit for defense. So definitely is not a Nico Horner or a Mason Wynn. I'm going to go with Hunter Goodman as my catcher here.
Great pick.
Like I said, he can't do shit defensively, but the guy can bring some offense here. Already 60 RBIs on the season.
Yep.
Still does have some speed as well. Is coming up back-to-back All-Star seasons, Silver Slugger Award winner last year. Has that pop already tied last year's home run totals. I think he's going to continue. We'll see how he does outside of Coors Field here. Hitting for the Moose here in Portland might be a little different than Colorado, but we shall see. But yeah, Hunter Goodman, I'm going to pick him up. Welcome to the Moose. You're going to be my catcher.
Great. I love that pick. I think he's out of all the catchers, I think he's like the top guy of the catchers. You definitely took off the top catcher on the board. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. This guy always gets booted from every team he's on, traded away. Poor guy. He just needs a home. You know what? You found a home in Nashville, and we're going to fucking love you and keep you, never trade you. Unless there is a better option.
Unless there's a better guy along the way.
You're one of the best. I think you're one of the best hitters in the game, best contact hitters in the game right now. Luis Ariz, welcome to the Honky Tonks, motherfucker.
Add another bag to the attire right there, like we talked last week on the Hobby Huddle. Do you think he has a bag collection for all the different
100%,
teams he's been on?
The dude never unpacks. I guarantee it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Where should I go next, man?
A lot of different options.
There's a lot of options to go with. Man,
a lot of good players, but a lot of shit too.
There's a lot of dumpster fires here. Yeah, pick wisely here. Fuck. You know what? Shit. I'm gonna go. No, I can't do it. The guy sucks too much. I'm gonna go first base. All right. Actually, fuck it. I'm gonna go first base. I'm gonna go with a guy who's scrappy, but not a lot of people like him. But he's come up big in the postseason. Give me Josh Naylor. I'm gonna bring Josh Naylor to the Moose. He seems like good Moose material. A guy not a lot of people rubs a lot of people the wrong way, but when the lights are bright and the game's on the line, he seems to come through, whether it was his time in Cleveland or recently with Seattle. I love the pop that he can get in his bat. Decent-ish average.
Yeah.
He's got that Marla loves it. It's got that spunk that I like. So yeah, give me Josh Naylor. I like it.
She loves it. She's into, hey, Marla, you're a Josh Naylor fan. We get it.
We get it. All right.
Okay, I'm going with the guy that. Oh, wait, should I go pitchers? I'm thinking, should I go pitchers or not?
Yeah, it's tough.
There's some good pitchers. Yeah, I feel like there's enough good pitchers to fill up my rotation. I'm going to go. I'm going right with the guy who I just having a bad season. It's not indicative of who he is, but I think he's also one of the better hitters in the game, contact hitters in the game. He's not going to get you a lot of home runs. Sure. He's not going to get you a lot of RBIs, but he's a contact hitter. The shit he did in the last 2 years in the postseason, I think is just nobody talks about, and they should be talking about it because he's never an easy out. This year, though, it's a bizarro land for him. I'm going with Stephen Kwan.
Oh, the Tiger Killer, Stephen Kwan. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like he's my starting left fielder. I feel like this is just a weird year for him, but I think he's going to figure it out and be okay.
Okay. That's a very solid pick. Maybe just a change in scenery there for Steven can do him some good. So I like it.
Yeah.
Should I go youth again here? It's got some nice veterans mixed in there. Let me take a look here, see maybe where I want to go next.
Your infield's almost done.
It is. Fuck it. I'm gonna go.
Fuck it. I'm gonna go.
Fuck it. I'm gonna go outfield here. Because I just like the guy's name. Because it sounds like a condom, but it's not. Wow. Give me Jake Mangum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, he can hit, man.
He can hit. He's put 21 RBIs here on the year in a limited time. In 118 games last year with the Rays, he put up 40 RBIs. But he's going to get you that average. I need that average. 296 last year, hitting 301 this year. Again, getting a little bit on the older side, but I'm okay with that. So yeah, give me Jake Mangum.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
go.
a Don Kelly pick right there. I'll say, come from
Definitely a
Pittsburgh,
Don
so.
Kelly pick. I think
Yeah.
Don would love having Mangum in there. I mean, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that totally makes a lot of sense.
Condoms.
I'm going pitchers.
Okay.
There's a lot of good here, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with the guy that I feel. Man, do I pull the trigger on it? Fuck it. I'm gonna be a homer about it. Give me Casey Mize. Yep. Guy's got plus stuff. You having a good season. I've always been high on Casey Mize. He's still young, 29 years old. I a lot left in the tank for him. Yeah, I think he's only getting better. Casey Mize, welcome to the Honky Tonks.
Fuck it, I'm going to go local too. Because I think this guy with his red cheeks and all, when he's healthy, he's a fantastic pitcher. Give me Reese Olson here, a strikeout machine.
Man, we miss him. We
miss him a lot. Hopefully he comes back here soon. But I mean, it's a guy who in 112 innings in 2024 put up 100 strikeouts. Just a strikeout machine here. I mean, when healthy is 4-4 last year. ERA is to pinch over 3. So I like what he can do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he just needs to stay healthy. And sorry, I said 100. It's 101 strikeouts in 2024. So I had to give him that extra one. But yeah, lights up pitcher. Can throw multiple pitches well. So yeah, give me Reese Olson on the team.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go back to outfield real quick. A lot of good, solid guys here. A lot of good.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of good. He's very nice.
Very nice.
I'm going to do this. This guy I don't think is great, but I think he's going to be really good. He's just super young right now, having a tough time go at it. Yeah, there's some guys that just take a little bit more to develop. But you know what? I think this guy will develop. You bring him down south. He played for Vanderbilt in college, and he's going to feel at home. Dylan Cruz, welcome to the Honky Tonks. I think he's going to settle into his own. I'm still a Dylan Cruz believer.
Okay, love it. Taking a national right there. That's not CJ Abrams. I love it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I am going to. I think where do I want to go here? Oh, third base might be a good option.
Well,
yeah, you know what? I'm going to go. I'm going to go third
good.
base. Yep, I'm going to go third base,
and I'm a few people there.
I'm going to go with the old man, the crafty veteran here. Give me Eugenio Suarez for my third baseman here. Got some pop in the bat. Obviously, he's not going to hit for a high average, but he's going to give you those 30-plus home runs. Going to drive you in, 70, 80, 90 runs a year. Hopefully, he can fucking stay healthy. Yep. But he's going to strike out a lot, but he's going to get you the bomb. So, yeah, Suarez, welcome to the Moose. You got Moose Knuckle written all over you there, buddy. All right.
You know what? For third base, I thought you were totally going to go Miguel Vargas, who's having an all-star season, or I thought you were going to go Isak Paredes.
I was thinking, you could throw Paredes in a DH. Stranger things happen.
Yeah, you could.
We'll see.
Where do I want to go? I'm going to go shortstop. Because you already got your shortstop, and the shortstop pool is pretty shitty. Orlando Arcia, Xavier Edwards, Trevor Story, Dansby Swanson. Boy, Dansby Swanson's really fell off. Tommy Edman. I like Tommy Edman because he can do a lot of different things. Zach Neto. Boy, do I want Zach Neto, man.
Hell yeah, you do.
Zach Neto,
the Rays want Zach Neto.
235 average. I think he's a little overrated, in my opinion. Willie Adames. Geraldo Perdomo, man, do I want this? Jeremy Pena, just I don't know. I don't think he's an injury-prone guy, but he just kind of comes across that way. Xavier Edwards having a good season, but he just doesn't have a lot of pop in his bat. I mean, only 6 home runs. Yeah, just not. I don't know. You know what? Fuck. How old's Willie Adames? I gotta check Willie Adames. Willie Adames, 227. Boy, he's not having a great fucking year either. 30 years old. Boy, Steve, this is a tough one, man. Not a lot of good in here.
A lot of turds right there, Mike. A lot of turds.
Nobody's hitting off a 260. Anthony Volpe, no fucking way.
Come on.
I guess I'm just gonna. Oh boy, this is tough. This is tough. No, you took the best shortstop off the board. Boy, I'm taking a little longer than I want. Otto Lopez is there too. Because he's at second base.
True.
Brendan Donovan, but I don't think he's an everyday guard.
Cole Keith.
Yeah, Cole Keith can suck a dick. You know what? I'm gonna go. Boy, I don't fucking know, man. This is a tough one. I'm gonna go. I thought I had him on here, but maybe I don't. Maybe he's gone. Hold on. I'm gonna go. Yeah, he's not on here. Oh, there he is. Yeah, there he is. I'm gonna go Ernie Clement.
Good old All-Star Ernie.
All-Star Ernie. Listen, I mean, Ernie's having a great year. I don't think he's anybody's Robin, and I just don't. Oh boy, do I want? I don't know, man. Now I'm thinking I don't want Ernie. Maybe I'm thinking because I just don't think he's just that guy.
Talk yourself out of it.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm going Zach Neto. Fuck it.
Okay.
I'm going Zach Neto. He's still young enough to where I think he can turn the page. He's got a lot of pop in his bat. Might just need different scenery. He's never a guy that's going to be a contact guy, but I'm going Zach Neto. Hurry up and pick yours because I'm probably going to take
Hurry up and pick yours. Obviously, I got a lot of outfield to go for. A lot of outfield. Very good outfield. Very good outfield, unless you're Parker Meadows.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with.
I laughed when I put him on the list.
Did you really?
Yeah. I was like, this is cute.
Were you just picturing him passed out on the field this year?
You won't even see the field.
I'm going to go with Willie Abreu for the. I'm going to put him in my outfield here.
Ooh, okay, not DH. Okay, I like it.
No, I'm not going to DH. I'm still, like to keep the DH. As one last little Hail Mary here. But I like the pop in his bat. He's been doing solid things this year. 51 RBIs, a 251 average, 15 home runs. He's almost up to over 100 hits on the season. He's got 99. But he's a guy who can get you 20 plus home runs there. But he's also great defensively too. He's won a couple of Gold Gloves already in his career. So yeah, Willie Abreu, welcome to the Moose.
Welcome to the Moose.
The Moose Squad.
I'm gonna go pitcher again. I'm gonna go Andrew Abbott. I think Andrew Abbott, not having the year that he had in the last couple of years, but he's just a good pitcher. I think he's a reliable pitcher. It will end up being a reliable pitcher when his career is all said and done. I need a reliable veteran. I'm still young enough. So Andrew Abbott, welcome to the honky tonk.
Love it. Don't lie. Some of these starting pitchers look like a bunch of turds, Mike. All right.
Amen to that.
Fuck. All right. I'm gonna piggyback. Yeah, I'm gonna go pitcher as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna go, with a guy who has kind of been hearkening back to his Cy Young days. I'm gonna go with Sandy Alcantara. He's having a solid year this year after he's pretty much left for dead the past couple of years. But he's a guy who's knows how to make big pitches and knows how to bring home the hardware, being a Cy Young Award winner. So I kind of need that veteran here on the staff. He's 10-6 this year, ERA a smidge over 4, but he's 2022 won the Cy Young. He knows how to pitch well and knows how to get those strikeouts. So Sandy Alcantara, you're going to be a Moose now. Welcome.
Welcome to the Moose Knuckles.
Yeah, welcome to the Moose Knuckles. God.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna do first base.
First base.
A lot of turds. A lot of turds here.
A lot of turds. Spencer
A lot of
Torkelson.
turds. I need a lot of RBIs. And with that, I'm going to, Spencer Torkelson. That's
Spencer Torkelson.
I'm going to go Jake Berger. Listen, the guy strikes out a hell of a lot, but he gets a hell of a lot of RBIs, and I can trust him, so I'm going to go Jake Berger.
Jake the Snake Burger. All right. It's a solid pick. I love it. Where do I want to go next? Don't know. 2 starters, reliever. You know what? I think I'll go reliever. I'm going to go reliever here. Yep. I'm going to go with, fuck. There's a lot of turds on this one as well. Give me AJ Puck. What the puck? All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with, AJ Puck. I think he'd be a great addition to the team here. He got a little bit of that veteran leadership in him, knows how to get the job done. So, having a solid-ish year, so far, so far, but, yeah, just, whatever. Sounds like a good pick,
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Good pick. All right.
I'm going to do reliever as well. It's between Helsley or Pete Fairbanks. Helsley's done it a little bit longer. I'm going to get Ryan Helsley as my closer.
Solid pick, Mike. The hell of a pick.
Thank you. Oh, yeah.
I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna go DH now.
DH. Here we go.
Yep. I'm gonna go with Isak Paredes as my DH.
There we go.
Yeah. Again, going for power here. No rhyme or reason to it. Guy can hit those home run balls. Isn't going to hit for a very high average, but he's going to drive the runs in and get you. He's going to hit bombs and drive fuckers in. All right, that's what I want to see. Yep. So give me Isak Paredes at DH.
I'm looking at fucking Brian Hayes on this list. It's hilarious. Remember we were all in on the Brian Hayes bandwagon?
Oh, God. Yeah, I know. I remember I bought his rookie card off eBay. What a fucking waste of time that was, right?
Bailed off that fucker.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the guy that I think is going to be a very good catcher. He's just in the wrong team. He's young. Some people say he's hard to get along with, but I think overall he'll end up being a very good catcher. The thing is, I've seen a lot of these guys. I love Logan O'Hoppe. I would love to have him on the team, but I'm going to take a risk on somebody else. So I think profile's a little bit better. I just kind of like his Ty Cobb-esque kind of like pissed offness. I'm going to go with Dalton Rushing.
Love it.
As for my catcher, there's a lot of decent catchers on here. I could choose Patrick Bailey. Henry Davis probably needs a new scene.
Yep.
Augustin Ramirez. You can go with the defensive prowess of Jake Rogers. But Austin Wells is even there, who is not bad. Brian Jeffers for sure, and Tyler Stevenson. But I'm going to go with the wild card here with Dalton Rushing.
Love it. It's a very, very, very solid pick. I like it. Fuck. All right. I guess we'll go back to starting pitching here. Look at some of these real winners that we have here. Shit. Fuck it. Give me Jack Leiter. You know what? Fuck it.
Jack's good, yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Still
good
young.
strike. Still young, still needs to learn the art of control, but he can strike a lot of fuckers out. So give me Jack Leiter.
That's big. That's Jack's control. Once he can hone that in, I think he'll be a pretty decent pitcher.
Well, I think the Moose's pitching staff will be able to hone that in for him. So
they'll be beating him into a submission.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go young here with a guy that kind of up and down just because he's hurt, but I think when he's healthy, he's really good. I'm gonna go with Nick Lodolo.
Ooh, solid. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Nick Lodolo.
Great pick. All right, so I got a one last outfielder and one last pitcher. All right, I guess we'll go. We're gonna go outfielder here. I got a lot of turds on this one. Okay. You know what? Fuck, no, I can't go with them. Fuck, give me Jason Dominguez. I'm gonna go with Jason Dominguez. A lot of upside for Jason Dominguez.
A lot of upside. Needs a new team.
Needs a new team. Needs a change in scenery. But there's a lot of hype on him earlier in his career. But I think he just needs a change in scenery to really unleash what he can do. So yeah, Jason Dominguez, welcome to the Moose.
Welcome to the Knuckles.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with outfield, and I'm going to go. Boy, I mean, there is so many guys, some good guys here. Just see what we got. I need stolen bases, man. I don't know if this guy will ever. I think he'll be. He's a stolen base threat. I need a guy stolen base threat. He profiles is pretty good as a really good outfielder. Just we'll see what he can bring with age. I'm gonna go with Chandler Simpson.
Love it. I think that's a very, very solid pick.
I could have went Brandon Marsh, but we kind of know who he is. I'm doing more like what the mystique of what some guys could be.
Mm-hmm. I totally get that.
Last pick for the Portland Moose.
The last pick of the Moose. I think kind of a guy who kind of would fit in with the Moose-esque right here is a guy whose name I like to make fun of all the time. Waka Waka Waka. Michael Waka over to the Moose. I mean, he's pitching for the Royals this year, 5-7 with 3.60 ERA. But let's be honest, the Royals are a fucking dumpster fire. So I think throw him on a better team. I think he'll shine. I mean, this is a guy who's got World Series experience back in 2013 at just the ripe old age of 21. I think that veteran leadership will help with the staff here. So Michael Waka.
Cool. A couple different ways here, but I'm gonna keep it young. I could do Mitch Keller, I could do Clark Schmidt, I could do Tosh Bradley, Logan Henderson. I'm gonna do Mitch Keller just because I've been following him for a while, and I think he's coming into his own. So Mitch Keller, it will be the last of my rotation.
Good old bitch Keller.
Old bitch Keller. So let's see.
Okay.
We got Hunter Goodman, Naylor, Horner, Suarez, Wynn, Magnum, Dominguez, Abreu, Paredes, Olsen, Alcantara, Leiter, Waka Waka, and Puck. Nice.
AJ Puck. Okay.
Yeah, you got a lot of power in your lineup. Kind of looking at it.
Yeah. Be some learning, some growing pains with it, but I'm happy with it. Yeah.
Let's see. I got Dalton Rushing, Berger, Arise, Arenado, Neto, Quan, Cruz, Simpson, Muncy, Mize, Abbott, Lodolo, Mitch Keller, and Ryan Helsley. Not bad. Like I said, some old and new.
Yep.
Mostly guys with high ceilings.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're banking on them coming into their own. So yeah. I'm all for it. Where I seem to pick some guys that have, done things in the past, and I'm trying to have them harken back to their greatness. So we'll see.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys like that where it's like, okay, if they can get back to what they were, man, that team could be fucking killer.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the Moose Knuckles and the Honky Tonks. Be looking out for them at on MLB.TV near you.
Yeah. Get your season tickets.
Yep. Start get your cowboy hats on and your boots and hit up the honky tonk, and then for me, moose knuckle it up. All right,
moose knuckle it up. Just don't wear deodorant.
No, of course not. What fun would that be, right? Yeah,
exactly.
It's the hipster way.
It's the hipster way.
Yeah. With that, shall we head on over to the Fantasy Factory?
Let's do it.
All right. Looks like we got a question here for this week, huh?
So this week, Reese Koski from Harvey, Michigan. I know a lot of Koskis in Michigan.
Yeah.
He asks, what are the top stats you draft for that you feel are must-win categories? Basically, he's asking, what stats do you feel comfortable winning every week? Or if you don't have those stats, you feel you're screwed? RBIs for me.
RBIs
if I'm losing an
RBIs the top of the
RBIs.
list for me. Yeah, I mean, if I'm losing in RBIs, chances are I'm losing in a lot of the other hitting categories there too. So I want to get those RBIs, and if you're looking on the pitching side, you want to go for those. Get your high strikeout pitchers there.
Yep.
There's a lot of throwaway stats like saves. I mean, if I'm not winning in saves, it's not the end of the world. It just means that my closers weren't doing anything at that particular time, but it doesn't mean that I'm lacking in wins or quality starts or ERA or strikeouts or things like that. But yeah, RBI top of the list, I would say is a big one. Even to an extent, home runs. But
yeah,
RBIs, home runs, and definitely that ERA are three things I really look at, I'd say, for myself. So
I find out when you are in the pitching category, when you win quality starts and wins, I feel like you're ahead of the game because usually in the pitchers who win those categories, they're already getting good games with strikeouts. They're already striking out a lot of guys. So I feel like, yeah, I mean, from the pitching side of it, definitely quality starts and wins. It just helps you. I mean, completely. You're like, okay, I feel like if you have a good hold on it, you're good. RBIs is another one, man, where it's like if you're out and you're winning RBIs, you're exactly right. You're most likely to win other categories because RBIs usually come with home runs. They come with runs, so they're all kind of tied into each other. Right, hitting for average. Yep, you're kind of all tied into each other. Where the little the outliers, kind of like stolen bases, like that's hit or miss, walks, whip. Yeah, that stuff is like you hope you win, but if you're already leading those categories, I mean, those are ones too. Like if you're really up in stolen bases, like saves, it reminds me of stolen bases. If you're up in those, you're like, okay, I'm not don't have to worry about. I already got two runs. Like I'm gonna win by at least 2, or I'm gonna at least have those 2. That I can. But you can't coast on those, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
No, hell no. Yep. I'll tell you the ones that really pissed me off because I had this happen I think a couple of weeks ago, where I think for the whole week I had 6 or 7 quality starts, but then I looked and the fucking team, the team that was the pitcher was playing for didn't fucking score them any runs. So I had like 6 or 7 quality starts and only 2 wins.
Fuck.
So it's either the bullpen flushed it on the toilet or the pitcher didn't get any run support. So it's like a 1-1 tie or something. Yeah. So
that's fucking brutal, man. Well, and that's tough too because it's like, that's brutal. That's a brutal way to lose too, to be honest. So helping, I mean, you're still in first place, right? You're still owning it.
We got a battle. I think you're 2.5 games behind me, and then Joe is 3 games behind, and then I think 4th place is Jordan. I think he's like 6 games behind. So they're it's going right now. So.
Yeah, that's the guy who, because I play him Rebutentag this week, Jordan. Okay, gotta fend him off. But yeah, Joe's a tough one. Joe's just always there, man.
He's like I said earlier, he's like that rash that you just can't get rid of. He just keeps going. And it's funny because he always auto drafts, and then he relies on the the free agents in order to get his team better. So he's just always in there making moves, and
he's like an STD.
Right. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Always just in contention, just like that. He's like the clap. All right.
He's like the clap. Just not going away, guys.
Yep, not going away.
So, Steve, in saying that, can you help some of our other fantasy players, teams win with some starter set here?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's cue the music.
All right, who are we starting this week, Steve? Nick Kurtz or Bryce Harper?
Bryce Harper.
Willie Adames or Gleyber Torres?
Willie Adames.
Denzel Clark or Pete Crow Armstrong?
PCA.
Mickey Moniak or Brent Rooker?
Moniak.
Josh Bell or Paul Goldschmidt?
Josh Bell.
Goldschmidt or Torkelson?
Goldschmidt.
Schwarber or Seiya Suzuki?
Schwarbs.
Marcus Semien or Corey Seager?
Marcus Semien.
Teoscar Hernandez or Jarren Duran?
Duran.
Matt Olson or Nick Kurtz again?
Matt Olson.
J-Ram, Jose Ramirez or the hot-hitting Manny Machado?
Machado.
Ellie De La Cruz or Fernando Tatis?
Fernando Tatis.
Dylan Dingler or Will Smith?
Dingler.
Nick Kurtz again or Pete Alonso? Well,
Nick
I don't know. I have Nick Kurtz here so much.
You love
Jazz
Nick
Chisholm
Kurtz.
or Kettle Marte.
Jazz Chisholm.
Look for Kettle Marte to be traded at the deadline.
Ooh, that could be, yeah. Yep.
Seems
yeah,
a
I
little
could
unhappy.
definitely see that. Yeah.
Tommy Edman or Byron Buxton.
Tommy Edman.
Stephen Kwan or Brian Reynolds.
Brian Reynolds.
James Wood or Fernando Tatis.
James Wood.
Vlad Jr. or Kurtz again. No, I was kidding. Or Pete Alonso.
Vlad Jr.
And rounding it out, Bo Bichette or Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena.
What do we got for waiver wire?
These are three players I'm looking at this week here on the waiver wire to help boost your team going down the home stretch here. First is Ezekiel Duran for Texas. He's up 9% in Yahoo leagues. Love this guy in Yahoo because you can plug him into multiple positions, but he hit 375 last week with 2 dingers and 6 RBIs, so definitely look at picking him up. Second is Luis Rengifo for San Diego. He's up 10% in Yahoo leagues. He hit 381 last week with 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. And third, he just always seems to be around. Shane Bieber for Toronto. He's up 4% in Yahoo leagues in the last 2 weeks. He's gotten 2 wins with an ERA of 0.69 and struck out 9 over those 2 starts. So those are 3 players I'm looking at this week on the waiver wire.
Yeah, I mean, Shane Bieber was available in our draft, but man, it's just ever since an injury, his velocity's not as good, but he found other ways to get batters out, and he's doing a really good job. Like, he's a really crafty pitcher. Yeah,
agreed. So with that, shall we head on over to Collection Corner?
Let's do it.
All right. Yeah. You don't need to be a serious collector to get into cards. Market Movers makes it simple. Just take a picture of any card and instantly see its value, sales history, and add it to your collection. With data from millions of transactions across all major marketplaces, you can trust what you're seeing. You can track your collection, follow your favorite players, and better understand the card market. Plus, members get monthly giveaways, a weekly newsletter, and invites to live events. Use code GONE20 for 2 weeks free, then 20% off for life at marketmoversapp.com. And speaking of monthly giveaways, between now and our Hobby Huddle segment in August, you can enter for a chance to win a 2026 Topps Series 2 Jumbo Box. When you sign up for your membership using promo code GONE20, that automatically enters you into the giveaway. If you signed up in the past, don't worry, you are already entered. So, head to marketmoversapp.com and get in on the fun.
All right, this week I picked a guy we haven't talked about in quite some time, but you guys should easily get this. You should easily get this guy. This guy is a 7-time All-Star, a 3-time World Series champion. He won the MVP, believe it or not, and also the Cy Young in the same year. He's a World Series MVP in a totally different year. 4-time Rolaids Relief Man Award winner and MLB saves leader. Pitched a combined no-hitter in 1975. The Oakland Athletics retired his jersey, and the Milwaukee Brewers, who I had no idea, but seeing that the Milwaukee Brewers just,
retire everybody,
retire anybody who walks through their fucking facility. So he's on their wall of honor as well. He's in the Hall of Fame with second ballot, which is crazy. He's more of a reliever than a starter. With the 111. 114 and 114 wins, 118 losses, 2.90 ERA, 1,299 strikeouts, but he has 341 saves, which is very good. He's from Steubenville, Ohio, and I think this will probably. I mean, there's other things I could say about him. This one will probably be the clincher here, though. Probably has the best mustache of all time baseball.
I would say so too. It's Raleigh Fingers.
Yes, it is.
Nice. Good old Raleigh Fingers.
Market Movers has his cards kind of moving up pretty well. His 1969 Topps Rookie Stars card. Good looking card all the way around, number 597. Raleigh Fingers.
Okay. Raleigh Fingers, man. You're right. We haven't talked about him in a while.
Yeah.
My guy I'm going to go with is a guy who I don't think he's actually played in a while, but technically he's still on a team. Probably could use him at some point in our forgotten series because he kind of came on with a bang, and in the last handful of years just kind of turd it out. Let's start it here in his professional career. Let's see. How shall I put this nicely? He was drafted in I believe 2013, made his debut with his team here, Chicago Cubs in 2015, and kind of hit the ground running after that. Won the Rookie of the Year in 2015, and then followed that up with an MVP performance in 2016 when he also won the World Series. Four-time All-Star between 2015 and 2021. As a career 273 average, 1,068 hits, 184 home runs, 548 runs batted in. Went from the Cubs over to the Giants, and then continued to play well at the Giants, and then he signed with the Rockies, and then just kind of died. I think he went up in the mountains, and we never saw him again. Just continues to collect paychecks though. Do you know who I'm talking about? He probably has discriminating photos of people on the Rockies. It's got to be something like that.
Yeah, or the Rockies are holding him hostage.
That could be it as well. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Chris Bryant is an odd career. So many thought he would be a superstar. Yeah, everybody thought he'd be a superstar. Yep. He was for a short time, and then just after the Cubs just fell off, dramatically fell off.
Yep. Yeah, so it is Chris Bryant. I went with my Market Movers card of the week for Chris Bryant is a card that I have is 2017 Topps Heritage number 500. Nice. Going pretty decent prices. One recently sold here for $4.30 here. So Chris Bryant, where are you? If you're alive, please let us know. That'd be great. Thanks.
Where have you gone, Chris Bryant?
Where have you gone, Chris Bryant? So with that, shall we get the candles out and celebrate a birthday?
Yep, let's do it.
All right. Well, let's do it. We'll get the candles out here and looking online at this guy's cards. Again, we got another old timer.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Probably one of my favorite cards of this guy. Looking online would be. Probably anything from the, do I want to go Nope, I'm going to go with this 1933 Gaudy. I think that's always a good looking card there. Even a PSA 1 is selling for pretty decent money at that. So it's a happy heavenly birthday to manager great and Hall of Famer Leo DeRocher, born on July the 27th of 1905. I'm going to read off his actual playing stats, but really he got him because of what he did as a manager. 247 career average, 24 home runs, 567 runs batted in, over 2,000 wins as a manager. Surprisingly, he started out with the Yankees and was on some of those Yankees teams there in the late 20s with Babe Ruth and all that. And then he moved on to Cincinnati, St. Louis, and then finished things out in Brooklyn where he was a player manager for a bit, and then obviously moved on as manager of the Dodgers, moved on to the Giants, then to the Cubs, and then closed things out the Houston Astros and was a coach with the Dodgers when they moved to Los Angeles as well. 3-time All-Star, 4-time World Series champion in 1928, 1934, 1954, and 1963, and part of the Chicago Cubs Hall of Fame. Inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1994 via the Veterans Committee. A little trivia on Leo DeRocher. Upon his retirement, he ranked 5th all-time among managers with 2008 career victories, second only to John McGraw in the National League history. DeRocher still ranks 13th in career wins by a manager.
Why the hell is he retired by the Cubs?
They're probably taking a page out of the Brewers book right there. They'll retire anybody.
He played in the stadium one time.
Yep. No, let's retire him. Yeah, I'm surprised the Brewers haven't retired him. He had nothing to do with their franchise, but they retire anybody. So that's what it is, right?
It is what it is, but it ain't what it was. Leo DeRocher.
Exactly.
Hey, instrumental in Willie Mays' career.
Yep. Willie Mays babysat his kid on road trips. Leo DeRocher's kid on road trips. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, and he was big time. And yeah, I mean he's kind of played for the best. He coached the best teams when you think about it. When he managed the best teams, the Giants and the Dodgers. I mean he was all over the place, man. So yeah, definitely a Hall of Famer, but for managerial purposes. For sure.
Definitely not for playing. All right.
Yep. So happy birthday, you cheating son of a bitch. He did
There
cheat
we
on his
go.
wife that one time.
He did, yes. I think he was married 4 times in his life.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah.
Shock. That
Shock,
DeRocher. And remember, he got suspended.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yep.
Remember in 42,
Yep.
they showed it, like, he got suspended because he was just a fucking womanizing. He just cheated all the time. And then he got suspended. And then they had to bring in like an old manager. And yeah, it was wild, dude. Wild.
Yeah. Good times.
So that's a fucking show.
Whew, good show, man. Good show.
Yeah, good show. Next week we will be talking trade deadline,
Winners
the
and
finale.
losers. Yep.
I feel like it's a series. It's like
It
trade
is.
deadline. The pilot was last week. We're in the middle of the season this week, and now it's trade deadline, the finale.
The finale. Stay tuned for another exciting chapter of As the Trade Deadline Turns.
As the trade deadline turns. Yeah, we got some. We'll have a guest, probably a guest next week as well. We're going to be talking trade deadline in that interview.
Nice.
Just all good shit. I mean, yeah, we always got shit rolling here, but we're rocking and rolling on our end. As summer's kind of winding down, we're getting the postseason's coming a little bit more clear, which is nice. Which is very nice. Be sure to go on our YouTube channel, Long Gone the Podcast. Yes, please. See the numbers there, looking good. Keep on, all on Underdog is looking good.
Yeah.
Could use a little bit more love on our side.
Yeah, give us some love on the YouTube side, all right?
Give us our love on the YouTube side. Yeah, the audio numbers always look good, which is nice.
Yeah.
But come on, guys, we need more, and think about it. One day, if this keeps going, Steve and I can do merch. I know you fuckers love merch.
Yeah. My daughter keeps talking about merch when we're going to bring merch. I was like, well, keep this going long enough. We'll get merch.
Absolutely. But in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for listening. Be a bud, tell a bud. And we will catch you guys all next week.
Deuces.